You've done it. You've reached the pinnacle of bardhood. Now we're getting our 9th level spells. Yeah, we're already probably crazy broken. This is where we just go over the top and start destroying the game. And you know what? We're 17th level. This is the time to do it. So let's check these spells out. Starting off with Foresight. Reminds me of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince when they have the luck potion and just everything goes their way. You have advantage on everything and everyone who's trying to hurt you has disadvantage on everything. Really fun flavor. I love the liquid luck type feel. Every single spell I'm going to go over, I'm just going to say, yeah, that's really powerful. But the question is, if we're comparing it to other 9th level spells, but in a lot of ways, I don't really want to. In a lot of ways, I want to say, like, all these spells are so good that I just want people to take the one that sounds the most fun. I think Foresight is fun and pretty interesting. Is it going to be the most powerful of the 9th level spells? No, but I do think it has some fun use applications, and if you've never taken it and you've taken other 9th level spells, maybe consider it. Next up is Mass Polymorph. This is a really powerful fight winning spell. You can turn all your teammates into crazy powerful creatures. I really like turning my enemies into giant fish that can breathe on land because they can't move, but they can still breathe, and then the more HP they have, the better, because they basically become walking obstacles or flopping obstacles for their allies. And you can do that to a whole bunch of people while buffing your team. So a really powerful fight winning spell here. Is it the most powerful? No. Is it really creative and interesting? Yes, I do like this one. Next up is Power Word Heal. Target a single creature. If it's prone, it stands up. All of its conditions are removed, and it's fully healed. So it's basically like a reset button on someone, especially powerful if they're knocked. But you do have to touch them, and it is one target. So is it the most powerful 9th level spell? No, but if you're more of a healer, this is the 9th level spell I'd take just to stay in that vibe. Kind of similar with Foresight. It's like, if you're a support, I might go with that vibe. This one's for healer. Next up is Power Word Kill. Power Word Kill is a pretty well-known spell, but I actually think it's on the lower end of these 9th level spells. Sure, like just insta-killing someone with 100 HP or less, no save. So if you're fighting a boss and you analyze that they have less than 100 HP, bam, boss fight over, done. So yeah, it's good. Compared to some of these other fight-winning spells, I don't think it's that crazy good. But once again, powerful enough that you should take it if you want to do something fun with it. Prismatic Wall. Whereas I think Power Word Kill is probably a little bit overrated, I think Prismatic Wall is quite underrated. I am surprised at how often this spell is not talked about. The spell is absolutely insane. So think of Wall of Force, okay? Now think that we built 7 walls of forces at the same time, and each wall of force did something different. And if they tried to touch it, instead of it just stopping them, it did crazy amounts of damage, did all sorts of status effects, and then instead of being able to just disintegrate it, there is a condition for each one of those 7 walls of force that they have to get through. So with the first wall, they have to do 25 cold damage. The second wall, they have to destroy it with strong wind. The third wall, you have to do at least 60 force damage to it. And this list goes on. And each of these walls, it's just absurd to think that anyone is actually going to get through that in a combat. And it can be combined with force movement in ways that Force Cage cannot. So you force movement someone into these walls, they basically share space. So if you can force movement someone 5 feet into this area, they are going to be absolutely decimated. There's no question about it. It does crazy amounts of damage and statuses. It might have some competition, but I'm pretty sure this is the best fight winning spell in the game. Plus, it's just a really cool and interesting spell to have it guard something. A Prismatic Wall was created in the past to guard a vault, for example, and now the party has to figure out how to get through each wall individually before they get access to this vault. Could be an interesting puzzle, or just an interesting world building tool. This spell is honestly just insane. Why no one talks about it, I don't know. Next up is Psychic Scream. Yeah, Psychic Scream is another powerful fight-winning spell. You choose up to 10 creatures you can see within range, which is 90 feet, and all of them make an intelligence save. If they fail it, they take a bunch of damage and are stunned. If they succeed, they take half damage. At the end of each turn, they get to remake their intelligence save to become unstunned. So we have a fight-winning spell. This is clearly a fight-winning spell, and it's really good. Targets intelligence saves, does damage, gives a condition. For a 9th level spell, though, we're competing with other crazy fight-winning spells like Prismatic Wall and whatnot. So is this one the best? No. Is it good enough to take? Yes. And finally, we have True Polymorph. True Polymorph is not so much a fight-winning spell because it's going to target one creature. This is a way to make all of your players become gold dragons and be insane. So this is a way to completely break the game. True Polymorph does just break the game, and 17th level, that's a fun time to do it. So, I might take True Polymorph to make my whole team gold dragons, and then I might take a fight-winning spell like Prismatic Wall. And that'd probably be the most efficient way to go about our bard spells. But to summarize 9th level spells, I really just feel like you're at the point of the game where you've won. Like, you've won, you're powerful as all hell. Bards are so powerful at this level, and all of these spells are good. So just take the one that's most fun to you and have a blast. I think all of these spells have merit, is the point I'm making. There is no not good 9th level spell, on this list at least. That is my take on the 9th level spells. Is there anything missed, anything you agree with or disagree with? Let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, hope you have yourselves a lovely day, and I will see you on the next one. Later.